Hello, my crafty friends. Today I am sharing a mini slimline card that is also a pop-up. This card started with the pattern paper, which we refer to as that paper. It's from Hobby Lobby, and I actually have some because a lovely lady in the US sent me some as a random act of kindness. We don't have Hobby Lobby in Canada, so I was enamored of all of the cards that were being shared online by with this beautiful paper, and all of a sudden I got a package from her, so I thought that was so sweet, and I absolutely love the paper. Blues, greens, leaves. So that's what kind of started my card today, was that patterned paper. And I do have a couple of new items in my craft room. Cat Scrappiness had a new release with Mini Slimline dies. So here is the Mini Slimline foliage frame from Cat Scrappiness. I have it linked on my blog in the description box below if you're curious. It even embosses the veins on the leaf. And I'm a little bit particular about my card sizes. My preference is 6 by 3.5 inches, and that's what this die is. So that made me happy. I probably would have had to think more about it if it was more of the tall and narrow ones. I've said this before, it's like the Wild West out there for mini slimline sizes. Manufacturers are just picking sizes and going with it. I know manufacturers like to have their own sizes, hoping that people will just buy their dies, but I like to have dies that work across the board. Like, I don't want to have to only use one brand for my card. I want to just be inspired and play with what I have. So that is that's how I justified buying the Mini Slimline foliage frame. And this was an earlier purchase from Cat Scrappiness, the reverse scalloped Mini Slimline with hello, and so there is the hello die there. So this I'm considering new. Anything in my craft room that I've bought in the last 6 months, I'm counting as new. The butterflies are the Pink Fresh Studio. It's a set with a stamp, layering stencils, and a die that cuts them all out at one time. And I'm really loving them and having fun. At one point I thought, oh, I wish I hadn't bought the stamp. I really like the soft look of the layering stencils. And then so you stencil each color on, die cut it, get these lovely soft colored butterflies in your choice of colors. And I was kind of regretting buying the stamp, but now that I have white embossed it on vellum and got a whole bunch of them with one pass through my machine, now I'm much happier that I have the stamp, and I will have to make another couple of sets of those just to have on hand. So it is white embossed on vellum. I used a water-based marker and just quickly colored the butterfly body, and then picked up a little bit of Catherine Pooler's Daydream ink on a water brush and lightly added color just around the center of the butterfly. And then I hope you can see, then also Wink of Stella. All of this was done very lightly because the vellum will curl. Then I took a little sliver of thin foam tape and popped it up. So the wings have some lift to it. The hello shadow, which comes with the die, was cut out of just a scrap of cardstock. And then there's that pop-up inside. You can see I added more of the patterned paper. This is another Cat Scrappiness die. It's an older slimline die set from them, and it's got the embossed edge on it, which if you follow me, you know I love a nice edge on my dies. There's some more of those vellum butterflies cut the same. The oval is the elliptical ovals, which are getting close to not being new in my craft room anymore, but I do love those. And then the stamp is from Penny Black. It's the special sentiments, and there is such lovely sentiments in here that I can use for birthday cards for the nursing home. I donate 25 cards a month to my mom's old nursing home, so I really like some birthday verses, but there's also just some really nice verses. I love the font and the script, so that's kind of a new item in my craft room as well. And that's the Catherine Pooler Daydream ink. And then of course one of my little mirrored heart. These are from Cat Scrappiness, and as soon as this was my first package of them, and I absolutely fell in love with them. They're also linked on my blog, and when I was ordering the new release, I ordered more because I love them, and they're my new favorite embellishment, and I'm putting them on everything. They just kind of fade into the background until you turn them and the light catches them, and then they're like, oh, what was that? So always liking some wow on a card. Now the pop-up is just a simple box pop-up. I do have videos on how to do those. Basically, I took a strip of cardstock that was sized 1 inch high by 4 inches long, and I scored it at 1 1/4 inch, 2 inches, and 3 1/4 inches. You have to be careful you don't put things too high. I really wanted the butterfly here kind of, but when you put it there and you close the card, that butterfly was sticking outside the bottom of the card, and that's not a good look. So using a wet glue is very helpful for that, and with the vellum I also didn't want that glue to show through, so it was very sparse. I just added a dot of wet glue and closed the card and could see that it fit perfectly, and if it didn't, then I could open it and slide it down just a little bit. Also added some pattern paper to the envelope. This is a 6 3/4 inch envelope, or a number 8 envelope. And they're in Canada and the US, quite easy to find. And the mini slimlines fit really nicely inside those. So I thought adding some paper to the envelope kind of dressed the card up again just a little bit. If you enjoyed my card today, please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to see more. That's it for me today.